Why are two of the world's superpowers feuding over Greenland? What's at stake? This question has been on the lips of many as we witness a new geopolitical tug-of-war unfolding between the United States and China. It's reminiscent of the Cold War era, a time when the world was divided into two spheres of influence, each led by a superpower. This time around it's not about ideology or a race to space, but rather about a piece of land, and not just any land. We're talking about Greenland. Why Greenland, you may ask? Well, let's take a moment to paint a picture of this icy territory. Greenland, the world's largest island, is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. It lies between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans, east of the Canadian Arctic archipelago. Despite its remote location and harsh climate, this island has become a hotbed of international interest. Greenland is rich in untapped resources, from rare earth minerals to vast reserves of oil and gas. It's a potential goldmine for any country that can stake a claim. But it's not just about the resources. Greenland's strategic location, particularly its proximity to the US, makes it a geopolitical chess piece in a game where the stakes are high. This feud between China and the US over Greenland is perhaps indicative of a broader trend. It's a reminder of how the world's superpowers are once again at odds, vying for influence and control in a rapidly changing global landscape. But let's not be too hasty in drawing parallels with the Cold War. The dynamics of this feud are complex, shaped by a multitude of factors, not least of which are the economic and political ambitions of the two superpowers involved. As we delve deeper into this issue, it becomes clear that this feud is about more than just a piece of land. It's about power, influence, and the future of international relations. As we move forward, one thing is certain: the outcome of this feud will have far-reaching implications for the global order. To understand the current situation, we need to track back to the origins of this feud. It all began in the early 20th century, when both the United States and China started showing interest in Greenland. The US, seeing the strategic potential of the island during the World War, established Thule Air Base in the northern part of Greenland in 1951, which is still under operation today. Fast forward to the turn of the 21st century, China entered the scene. In 2009, China started showing interest in Greenland's untapped mineral resources. They proposed several investments, aiming to establish a foothold on the island. The tension between the two nations escalated in 2013 when China laid out its ambitious Polar Silk Road plan, intending to create new shipping routes and extend its Belt and Road Initiative to the Arctic. The US, sensing a threat to its interests, responded by increasing its diplomatic presence and investments in Greenland. In 2018, a major incident occurred that further fueled the feud. The US blocked a Chinese company from financing 3 airports in Greenland. The US claimed it was a matter of national security, while China argued it was a commercial venture. Fast forward to 2020, the situation took a dramatic turn when the US president at the time, Donald Trump, proposed to buy Greenland, which was met with strong opposition from both Greenland and Denmark. This move was seen as an attempt to deter China's growing influence in the region. In the following years, the feud continued with a series of diplomatic maneuvers and public statements. Both nations are vying for influence over Greenland due to its strategic location and abundant resources. Now that we've taken a look at the timeline, let's delve into the reasons why Greenland is such a strategic asset. What makes Greenland so desirable to these superpowers? Why is it a strategic asset? Well, let's dive into that. Firstly, Greenland's geographic location is key. It's nestled right between North America and Europe, making it a crucial point for transatlantic travel and potential communication lines. Imagine this: a military base in Greenland could significantly enhance a country's surveillance capabilities, giving an unparalleled view of both continents. It's like having a watchtower in the middle of a chessboard. Secondly, the island is a treasure trove of resources. Greenland is known to have vast reserves of minerals, including rare earth elements, which are essential in the production of high-tech devices. In fact, Greenland holds up to a quarter of the world's supply of these elements. Now, consider that China currently dominates the global supply chain of these minerals. If the US were to gain control over Greenland, it could potentially break China's monopoly, shifting the balance of economic power. But that's not all. Greenland's melting ice caps, while a stark reminder of the urgency of climate change, are uncovering more land for potential oil and gas exploration. The U.S. Geological Survey estimates that the Arctic holds around 13% of the world's undiscovered oil, and about 30% of its undiscovered natural gas. So, in a world driven by energy consumption, control over Greenland could potentially mean control over future energy sources. Lastly, there's the military angle. Greenland's proximity to the Arctic opens up potential for military bases with easy access to this geopolitically important region. The Arctic is becoming increasingly important for military strategy, with countries like Russia investing heavily in Arctic military bases. So it's clear that Greenland's strategic importance goes beyond just its size. It offers a unique combination of geographic advantage, resource wealth, and military potential. The stakes are high, and both the US and China seem determined to secure their interests. What could be the potential consequences of this feud? Who stands to lose the most? Let's delve into the possible outcomes of this geopolitical chess match. In the grand scheme of things, the feud over Greenland could significantly reshape global politics and the balance of power. On the political front, the feud could lead to a shift in alliances, potentially causing a ripple effect throughout the international community. It's not just about the US and China. Other nations are watching closely, knowing that the outcome could influence their relationships with these superpowers. This could lead to a new era of power dynamics reminiscent of the Cold War, but with a modern twist. Economically, the feud could have far-reaching implications. Greenland is rich in untapped resources, including rare earth minerals that are essential for various industries, from technology to defense. Whoever gains control of these resources could have a significant economic advantage, leading to a potential shift in global economic power. But let's not forget about the environmental consequences. Greenland's pristine environment is at risk. Increased mining activities could lead to habitat destruction and pollution, threatening the region's unique biodiversity. Furthermore, the melting of Greenland's ice sheet due to global warming could be accelerated by industrial activities, contributing to rising sea levels and other climate change effects. The people of Greenland are not mere spectators in this feud. They stand to be affected the most. Their way of life, their culture, and their future hang in the balance. Will they benefit from the economic opportunities that come with the exploitation of their homeland's resources, or will they become victims of a political tug-of-war between two superpowers? As this feud continues to unfold, the world watches anxiously, waiting to see how these superpowers will navigate this icy battlefield.